School teacher burnout group. The rationale. More research on teacher turnover has led to the awareness of teacher burnout. Due to the influx of premature teacher resignations, we feel that it is important to address the teacher burnout at the frontline level. More than 41% of teachers leave the profession within 5 years of starting, and teacher attrition has risen significantly over the last 2 decades. Burnout is characterized by emotional exhaustion and negative attitudes and feelings towards one's coworkers and job role.
The objective. The objective for a group will be intended to provide psychoeducation and ways to counter burnout, as well as retain high-quality educators that are experienced. In addition, time will be allotted for teachers to lean on each other for emotional relief.
In regards to practical considerations, the group composition will include teachers. This is an open group. An adaptation, if needed, could be categorizing the teachers by subject or grade level. This could be a problem on a more secondary level when there's more faculty. However, there would be more school counselors there to provide or lead a group if needed. The frequency is once a week. The first 15 minutes will be psychoeducation, and the last 45 minutes will be for the support group. The length of the group is 1 hour per week for 9 weeks. The group, as I mentioned, will be an open group, and this is due to teachers' busy schedules and work-life balance. We wouldn't want this group to become another hassle or a stressor in their lives, rather something that they look forward to. And since the weeks will offer different psychoeducational topics, they may have something that they'd rather participate in, where another week they may not have as much of an interest. So we don't want them just sitting through something that they're not looking forward to. Informed consent, this will be covered on the first night verbally and also included in the handout. This would be not the handout originally, but a handout given at that first night, just covering everything that was talked about and discussed. We also think it'd be important for the informed consent to be covered briefly at the beginning of every support group once that transition from the psychoeducational piece to the support group, that counseling group. It would be important to cover that every week just to give them a reminder, and in case someone hasn't been to that group, just to remind them and to give them all the information that they need.
The procedure. The first week will consist of going over the informed consent and expectations with group members. Before participants leave, they will complete a pre-survey. In the pre-survey, the participants will discuss topics they would like to see discussed in the group. The following 7 weeks will have specific different topics discussed every week. The first week will be a choice week that the teachers decided upon. Week 2 will be mental health. Week 3, work-life balance. Week 4, mindfulness. Week 5, coping skills. Week 6, self-care. Week 7 is healthy venting. And the conclusion week will have a survey and a discussion. During the conclusion night, the participants will fill out the post-survey, followed by a discussion about what they got out of the group and what they would like to see changed for future groups.
Evaluation. The way we would evaluate the group is that we would use a pre and post survey starting on the introduction night and the conclusion night. The main goal of the pre-survey is to ask members what kind of topics they would be interested in discussing. We would track the attendance of the group throughout our time together to know who to survey for the post-evaluation. We would only take a post-survey from those who participated in 80% of the weekly groups. The post-survey will be used to take data for the American School Counseling Association RAMP program. RAMP stands for Recognized ASCA Model Program. The post-evaluation will also be used to show administrative staff the effectiveness of this group and why it is important to provide this opportunity to their staff. Thank you guys for listening to our group, and if you know a teacher who is having trouble with burnout, come talk to us.